welcome to the Dose of Hope. I'm James Gray, the new Outreach and Connections Director here at Whitewater Crossing Christian Church. And many of you might know or you don't know, but I have a wife, Letty. I have three beautiful, beautiful children, Tara Lynn, James Jr., and Shaylin, who is living with us locally here in the Cleves community. If it's your first time here and you haven't experienced a Dose of Hope or you've been here many times before, below, I would like you to comment right now. Let us know when a traumatic experience happened in your life. If it's too fragile for you to say publicly online right now in the comment below, I encourage you to send us a private message. I want to know, we as a team and as a staff want to know, because we want to walk with you. And we all have times like that. We all have times like that. Times that we've been broken, hurt. Maybe it's a real physical thing like homeless, addiction, just things that happen, divorce. It just gets messy. And one of the first verses that I memorized as a young Christian in the Bible was Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future." Plans to give you hope in the future. And for me, I want to just share something very intimate that happened to me. And I want you to not look at it as such a tragedy. Like God delivered me from it. But when I was 16, I had an experience that shaped my life for the series of time. And it was a very destructive life. When I was 16, I was out with four of my friends in my hometown of Alliance, Ohio. It's about 4 hours north of here. And we were out late. I don't know if it was a Friday or Saturday night. I can't remember that specific of a detail. But maybe I'm going to show a little bit of my age. But back when I was in high school, we used to be able to cruise up and down the main strip and sit in front of different businesses and stuff. And we were sitting in front of Pizza Hut on Union Avenue in Alliance. And while doing that, there was a gentleman that drove to the parking lot. And he was coming after me with his truck, which he was using for a weapon to damage me. Thank God it was a big truck. It was a lifted truck with knobby tires. But the parking lot we were in was gravel. And I tried to run. And I slipped. So his truck hit me. Thank God that the bumper went right over my face like that as I was falling down. But I was caught in between the tires. And my body began to roll in this gravel parking lot out into the main street. It had to be about 40 feet. My skin was burning. I felt the rocks inside my skin. My hip, I don't know what happened to my hip, but it wasn't normal. My shoulder, my hands, my fingers, bloody in the middle. And thank God I rolled from underneath that truck. Somehow, some way, it had to be God. But then there was another lane of traffic coming this way, and it just missed my face that way too. I felt hopeless. And to put a knife in my back or salt on the wound, I was still conscious, and the guy opens up the door and says, "You F-word, N-word." Can you imagine the pain that I felt? That propelled to a life of addiction, dysfunction, bitter, hurt, to where I turned to alcohol quickly in high school that caused me to drop out. The shame that came with that when I looked into the administrative office of the counselor and she allowed this young boy to drop out of high school. If I ever meet her, I want to know, was I that bad? Was I that messed up? Or you just didn't care? It proceeded to where I ran to the military. I didn't finish that. I got kicked out of the military. I ended up being incarcerated. I ended up being homeless. I'm just giving you a glimpse of my testimony that I was hopeless. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like that, but if you're listening right now, maybe you don't have the physical thing of hopelessness, but maybe you don't have Jesus, so you feel hopeless. You're mind wandering. You're quick to anger. You're upset. You're bitter. You lost a loved one. You're saying, "God, why me? Why me? Where's this loving God that you talk about so much? Where's my hope? Where's my future?" But I know that Jesus came to rescue me. The Bible is clear. He come to seek and save the lost. Jesus came to seek and save the lost. And for me, it was a real awakening. There was a moment when I was in a bathroom trying to flush the crystal meth down the toilet, and I would leave there and go buy more. And to come back to the room and go back and continue to go back and back. It was a demon on the inside that I was wrestling with, trying to get rid of, and it had a grip on me. And Jesus supernaturally came in my life and put his loving hands on my heart and on my soul. And my whole body began to become warm and tingle. And he says, "For I know the plans I have for you, James. I don't want to harm you. I want to give you hope and a future." And for me to be at Whitewater Crossing Christian Church, to come on staff during the pandemic, when me and my family turned that around and planted a church and alliance and uproot my family, sell my house in 10 days and come down here, I'm saying there's a hope in the future. And I want you to join us and join in with us and join in this time that we can walk alongside of you. I know you're listening online right now, and I hope you're still connected right now. But maybe it's been a relationship where you just tune in. I'm inviting you to take a step and experience the hope that I experienced in Jesus Christ. Comment below, like, share this, tell your friends. And I know I got real authentic with you on my testimony, and I only gave you a little bit. I want to tell you more because the Jesus I know came to seek and save the lost. If you want to give yourself to Christ right now, I encourage you to reach out, call us right now. We will be there. If you want to take a step in baptism, the water is warm and we are waiting for you to come renewed, restored, inspired in Jesus Christ. We love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.